traffic, and weather. All news, all day. News Radio 1080 KRLD. Your news now.
Brand new information here at 4:31 on today's immigration raid in Collin County. With Susie Solis, I'm Chris Summer.
Breaking news now. News Radio 1080 KRLD.
And that big ICE bust went down today in Allen. Katrina Berger is the special agent in charge at Homeland Security Investigations in Dallas.
The Dallas Office of Homeland Security Investigations, or HSI, conducted a worksite enforcement operation at CVE Technology Group, incorporated in Allen, Texas. CVE is a North Texas business that refurbishes and repairs telecommunications equipment. Today's operation centered around an ongoing HSI criminal investigation regarding local employers that are being investigated for knowingly hiring a significant number of illegal aliens. As part of our search warrant executed today, our HSI special agents, along with officers from our ICE partner, Enforcement and Removal Operations, or ERO, made approximately 280 administrative arrests on immigration violations of illegal aliens who are unlawfully working at this business.
She says it's the largest ICE worksite operation at one site in the last 10 years.
Pallavi Ahluwalia is an immigration attorney in Dallas. We asked her if this sort of raid is unusual in North Texas.
It is not unusual to get immigration raids. It just depends. We've heard of 7-Eleven a few years back that had gotten targeted because of hiring. Looks like this company is the third largest employer in Allen, so it's surprising. It has about 2,100 people. Looks like a bunch of them are present here without authorization, or maybe using some other employment documents to be here.
And I know it's hard to tell, but in a situation like this, was it more about the status of some of these people, or is this more about possible criminal activity by the business itself, or is it a case of both?
It could be both. It could be both. It could be that they had, so for ICE to be involved, it seems that somebody either tipped them, and that could have been because of some other action that was going on that exposed that area, or it could be just an insider. Don't know how that worked, but they were being looked at. What I'm finding odd is that they already seem to understand that there were a bunch of people that were present there illegally, or in the country illegally, because they asked to separate people out by legal status and without legal status. So I don't think anyone checked at the I-9s, which is what would be the authorization document that you have to check to see if people are, legally working or not.
For those who were detained today at that business in Allen, what's the next step? What happens next for them?
So as a general rule, if someone's in immigration custody, they will be eligible for release if the immigration authorities determine that they're not a flight risk, meaning that the immigration authorities believe that they would appear in court and they wouldn't just take off. And secondly, if they're not a danger to the community. And such cases, they may be eligible for release on their own recognizance, on a reasonable bond or a supervision program, in which you may have even heard about, which is something like an ankle bracelet or something that they may have that they can track people by. However, in some situations, some of these people may already have outstanding deportation orders, and in that case, they would just be removed from the country. Or if any one of them had any criminal issues, then they would be subject to mandatory custody, and if they'd been arrested or convicted of certain types of offenses, or, of course, if they had that removal order that I just discussed. But if they fall in one of those categories, then it doesn't matter if they're a flight risk or if they're a danger to the community. The DHS can keep them in custody when they're fighting the immigration case in court. They can request a bond hearing, of course, but it may take a little while before they get that.
Thanks to Dallas immigration attorney Pallavi Ahluwalia.